start with a TRT dose on a daily basis. Like, you'll probably be able to grow to an incredible degree. I mean, I don't know, neither of us are going to be, at the next Mr. Olympia, but we're in good shape.
We're not small.
No, and it works really well for us. I think we're probably more what the typical person is looking for.
I feel much healthier on it. Fun fact, I was actually dealing with a couple liver enzyme issues from prior bodybuilding. Just, if you look me up, I was a professional bodybuilder. It is what it was. We were competing professionally.
Yeah,
liver was in rehab. It is what it was. That being said,
you were in a documentary about it, actually.
yeah, we put on 20 pounds of muscle in 30 days. That in and of itself should let you know
and that wasn't
going on.
That was enhanced.
It was enhanced. That's what the documentary was called. It was called Enhanced. Anyway, that was a success. But to fast forward, I was trying to recover my liver enzymes to get them into a normal range. When I was on a typical Cypionate, I could not manage to get them in the right range. And as soon as I switched over to the oral testosterone therapy, my liver rehabbed in about 2 months, 60 days.
Hi, my name is John Jaquish. I'm a doctor of biomedical engineering, which gives me a unique perspective beyond what you typically see on social media with the sports performance guys. They're the ones that are typically making content, and I think I have a different, unique, and maybe even more valuable perspective depending on what you think of what I'm going to say. So today I want to talk about Nandrogen, which is a fast-acting testosterone product. And the two of us, this is my good friend Akaash, the two of us have been on this for 3 years. We were in development of it. The first couple of versions of it weren't quite as polished as it is now. For a while it was suspended with something that tasted like lemonade, and then
Well, it's pretty good.
it was suspended with something else that tasted like feet.
It'll burn a little bit.
Yeah.
Got the job done.
Yeah. But now I think it's a perfected product. It's branded now. It's for sale at oralonly.com. But Nandrogen is fast-acting testosterone that gives you the benefits of TRT without injections. So you squirt it under your tongue. Now, it'll outperform regular TRT, and we'll get to that. But tell me about your experiences for 3 years.
Of course. First of all, no needle. That right there, huge victory. Just wake up in the morning in alignment with your natural circadian rhythm. So testosterone is naturally high in the morning. So I really liked that because it would taper off midday and then it was low at night. So my thought process was always, wow, not only is this no needle, but also I'm moving in tandem with how the body would naturally produce testosterone. Seems like a net positive versus if you think about a Cypionate, which is a typical TRT protocol. 200 milligrams Cypionate, some doctors are kind of a little bit more privy to a slightly better way of doing it. They'll have you do 2 injections a week, but usually it's 1. You end up with just super mega high testosterone 24/7 around the clock. And a lot of it just converts into estrogen. Then you have to take an estrogen blocker.
Well, you're never supposed to have high testosterone at night. So
Right.
This is out of an old study, but this is where on the graph of Nandrogen, I got that. I got this from like an old 1990 study, which shows what your testosterone is supposed to look like throughout the day. Well, if this is what it's supposed to look like throughout the day, do you think a weekly shot is going to solve your problem? No, a weekly shot's going to screw you all up, which is what we've been dealing with standard TRT. And honestly, steroid cycles are equally as nonsensical. Like, it would be like, we're not going to tell people.
Other animal.
Well, but is it? Hang on. If somebody wanted to use a super physiologic dose, instead of, like, let's say we're not going to recommend doing such a thing because it's unhealthy, but let's say somebody walked through the door and they were just absolutely compelled, I want to do a high level of, androgenic anabolic compound, and I want to get the most out of it because I just want to be a mutant.
Sure.
Yeah, and there are people out there like that. And first of all, what I would say is do not run a standard steroid cycle. Instead, start with a TRT dose on a daily basis. Like, you'll probably be able to grow to an incredible degree. I mean, I don't know, neither of us are going to be, at the next Mr. Olympia, but we're in good shape.
We're not small.
No. And it works really well for us. I think we're probably more what the typical person is looking for.
I feel much healthier on it. Fun fact, I was actually dealing with a couple liver enzyme issues from prior bodybuilding. Just if you look me up, I was a professional bodybuilder. It is what it was. We were competing professionally.
Yeah,
Liver was in rehab. It is what it was. That being said,
You were in a documentary about it, actually.
yeah, we put on 20 pounds of muscle in 30 days. That in and of itself should let you know
And that wasn't
going on.
That was enhanced.
It was enhanced.
Yes.
That's what the documentary was called. It was called Enhanced. Anyway, that was a success. But to fast forward, I was trying to recover my liver enzymes to get them into a normal range. When I was on a typical Cypionate, I could not manage to get them in the right range. And as soon as I switched over to the oral testosterone therapy, my liver rehabbed in about 2 months, 60 days.
And it's interesting because you weren't taking any oral steroids.
No.
Did you ever take oral steroids?
I have in the past, prior competitions, but just the sheer weight of putting on that 20 pounds of muscle in that 30 days, that was a huge load on the body and the liver, as you know. The IGF-1 and the growth protein, muscle protein synthesis.
For anybody who goes back and looks at that movie and they see your general appearance right now and energy,
add 30 pounds to this.
you almost look like you were falling asleep though.
I was very tired
because you were just like. Yeah, just breathing was like laborious for me.
Oh, yeah. I almost got a CPAP machine to sleep at night. So just to put that in perspective, so my liver was troubled, and I just could not get it in range because it was such an abnormal. My liver was still working from a stressed place to disperse and handle testosterone being high 24/7.
Yeah. The real takeaway here is your testosterone is supposed to look like this. This is what natural testosterone looks like. I'll put a big one up on the screen.
Yeah.
But when you take a shot of something, if it's Cypionate or enanthate, it lasts between 10 and 14 days. Yeah. So even the guys that are like, oh, you got to split up your dosage and do a small injection every day.
Still high all day.
It's still a chemical that's going to last between 10 and 14 days in your system. Yep. So like taking a microdose of a long-lasting chemical is not doing anything really. I mean, you're sticking more needles in yourself, I guess, but that's not progress. Check out oral only. There's very little downside. I can't say there's zero downside, just because I mean somebody will notice some of the side effects, like hematocrit goes up, but it stays within normal range.
I've actually recovered, on a side note, my FSH and LH hormones.
Yeah.
I got my blood work done the other day. They're on the spectrum now, and I haven't used any HCG or HMG, just oral only. Now, that is essentially your body's ability to produce its natural testosterone.
Yeah.
And then for almost half a decade, I was completely shut down. And mind you, I did not take any HCG, HM, because I'm not trying to have a child right now at this phase of my life. So I was like, let me just leave this off. But then when I just recently got my blood work, my FSH and LH has returned as well as with nothing other than just being on oral testosterone.
Yes, and of what we know, the research that's been done so far, it is either non-suppressive or less suppressive, so you will maintain normal testicular function on this type of TRT. I know like everybody will want to argue with me in the comments about that, but you can read all the documentation. Because it stays within that bump. And I guess what I was going to say about like the guy who wants to take a super physiologic dosage. So here's the time of your day and here's where the bump is in the morning. Well, you can make the bump higher. And as we see with very small amounts of testosterone, we get a high bump. Like we go to 2,300 nanograms to the deciliter, which is
for a very short amount of time.
Super physiologic, but it's over quick.
Yes. So you saturate the receptor at that very anabolic level.
Right.
And that maintains throughout the day. So you can go work out at 8 p.m. and you will still get the same level of pump.
Yeah, when you work out and what your nutrition, it doesn't make a difference.
Because the receptor has been saturated for that 24-hour period.
Right. And you're just primed to grow.
Yes.
So you saturate the receptor, work out whenever you want, make sure you get the proper amount of protein. You're going to grow every day. Correct. And then now SHBG goes down instead of up, which is sort of the opposite of what happens with the long-term usage of most anabolic androgenic
For those who
compounds.
don't know, the SHBG stands for sex human binding globulin.
It's hormone binding globulin.
Yes, hormone binding globulin. Yes. So, and its job is essentially to bind to free testosterone and make it unusable. It's your body's defense mechanism
Against high testosterone.
against high testosterone, abnormal amounts of testosterone.
Yeah.
So, what happens is that ends up eventually just making the testosterone you're injecting useless over a long period of time. We don't have to deal with that because
Well, it falls so quickly that this is a little bit of theory, because what we see is like my SHBG is 8.9. Normal SHBG is 40. Normal for somebody who's been on TRT for a long time could be 120. So you want it towards 40, which means you have a lot more free testosterone. But mine's at 8.9, and I believe, and this is also yours. Did you get a check?
I did. Very low.
Very low, yeah.
Very low.
So because I think it's as the testosterone is dropping off, your body's seeing that you're losing testosterone. So it's like, oh, we got to make this more useful.
Well,
but the receptor sites are already saturated. Right. So you're almost like doubling the amount of effect because it's so much more receptor activity based on the falling SHBG.
It's in alignment with how your body would be producing testosterone.
Yeah, that's ultimately like we're just mirroring the same.
Cool. This is back to when I was 25 again, just, artificially.
Yeah, the same bump, just,
it's
that's
bell
it.
curve, and then we follow that.
I hope this helped.
No testicular shrinkage for me personally.
Yeah, that's good.
I'll say on a personal note, when I was on Cypionate, the testicles would shrink.
Yeah.
So if that's important to you,
and
your testicles will not shrink on the oral only.
And they bounce back.
They bounce back.
Well, that has not happened to me yet. But I was on suppressive TRT for over 20 years.
Okay. Yeah.
So now, at some point, basically when my wife's ready to have a baby, I'll run a course of either enclomiphene in HCG or kisspeptin is kind of the new direction everybody's going.
Yeah.
I'll do that when Caroline wants us to make a kid.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. I'll invite Akaash to the conversation, and he can answer questions. I can answer questions. Thanks. We'll see you on the next one.
If this video helped you, I want you to subscribe and follow. I'm going to put out videos on a regular basis. I think they're going to help a whole lot of people, especially if you're one of those people that doesn't just instantly grow from lifting regular weights. We've got the answer for you.